Wine Spectator, the magazine for the rich and tasteful traveler. The cover is a man in a suit in a vineyard casually examining some leaves. He is dressed sharply and is smiling as he looks off into the distance. He is the epitome of the productive and wealthy businessman. Because he has been so successful, he has time to do whatever he wants in his life. These include going on leisure walks along the beach on any day that he wishes, as well as standing in vineyards and sniffing some leaves. Overall, the magazine Wine Spectator is marketed to the class of the wealthy and marketed as well to those who wish they were a bit more wealthy. You will note as I'm giving this presentation that I'm not going to provide any articles for you to see. This is because I wish for you to imagine them and try and envision what they're portraying outside of being distracted from the actual image. Inside the magazine, I have found 3 articles, all of which portray directly to the higher class of individuals, 2 of which are for alcohol and the 3rd is for a sports car. We will examine all 3 of them. I will describe all 3 of them in vivid detail, and we will look at them through the sociological looking glass that I call sign, subculture, hegemony, culture imperialism, and hidden curriculum. I actually don't call them that. That is what the textbook calls them. Our first article is an ad for Edward and Mackey's single malt Scotch whiskey. The ad is 2 pages and themed with an old-timey sophisticated vibes. It seems to speak to you like the year is 1886, you just rode up in your horse and buggy and now you need a good old bit of spirits to brighten your evening. On the page is a description of the brand, and on the other page is a picture of the bottle with some rough and dirty wood in the background. We find that with the picture of the whiskey and the rough, dirty wood in the background, it gives it a kind of tough, rough, manly vibe, implying that you can be rough and gruff to drink this with. This advertisement applies to the specific whiskey drinkers subculture. Not everybody drinks whiskey, and those who do believe they drink whiskey and are superior in every aspect. They believe that they are becoming part of an older generation when they drink whiskey. They think that since I'm drinking this tough, alcoholic, manly beverage, I can pertain to this guy with the, that one boxing gloves meme guy that's all like frostbite. I call it winter I don't even know what it would be, but that guy with the mustache. That's what the whiskey drinkers think they're being. We find sign in this advertisement because the advertisement itself is displayed specifically and designed purposefully to reach that certain audience. Our second article is an ad for Rodney Strong Cabernet Sauvignon. The words "Discover the Secret" are in bold on the bottom of the page, and above it there is a view of a doorway opening up with just enough light to see some wine barrels on one side, and we've got a beautiful view of a vineyard going out. The whole page is generally dark with only the wine bottle and the barrels and the view from outside being lit. I guess you could say that the light from the outside is illuminating the secret of the wine that they're implying for us to discover. Everybody loves a good secret, right? Everybody loves to dig into a good old mystery novel and find out what happens. If they all love secrets, then they all should love this wine. This is hegemony in action. You should like this. Our third and final article is one for a sports car called Karma. There's a picture of a beautiful red sports car sitting on the beach with a lovely pier in the background. The picture makes you think that if you just have this car in your life, you will be filled with bliss and sophistication. This, in essence, is the American dream, is it not? This ad expresses cultural imperialism by implying that we all can become whole by partaking in the American dream, neglecting all other cultures entirely. It also expresses hidden curriculum because young men and women have been subliminally taught from a young age to search for bliss in all of our desires. There you have it. A sociological analysis of 3 ads in a magazine catered to the wealthy, and specifically the wealthy. We have 2 alcohol ads and a car ad, implying that if you partake in all of these things, you will become happy and sophisticated and wealthy just like them. But I have a question. How much more happy would the world be if us as Christians could get out of the way of ourselves and show these people what it means to find true happiness and wealth? We know that the true happiness and wealth comes from Christ, and that is the only true happiness. Why can't we show them? Why do we just look at them and see them stumbling around and looking for happiness in other places, and yet we keep all of this happiness to ourselves? We should share it with the world. Why can't we show them what it looks like in us so that we can show them what it means to be happy and truly satisfied. I do believe that you have watched this video. I do believe that you Professor You, are probably the only person ever going to watch this video, even though it's on YouTube. I'm probably going to get like 6 views. Thanks, Mom.